Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom is directed by J.A. Boyana and stars Bryce Dallas Howard. Can a great dramatic storyteller save a franchise from total mediocrity? Fallen Kingdom is the next chapter for Claire Dearing as she teams up again with Owen Grady, but this time, they're saving the dinosaurs. If you have no idea who that is, that's okay. That emulates probably the biggest problem with this movie and its predecessor, and pretty much every other just fine summer blockbuster. When real character development and dramatic depth are pushed aside for remember this, look at that, you tend to forget who the movie is about and ultimately stop caring. J.A. Boyana has proven to be a great director for dramas driven by character growth. Movies like The Impossible and A Monster Calls have not only showed us this, but also his talent in working with some pretty heavy visual effects. The Orphanage even shows us his talents in the horror genre and how he can pull a good dramatic story pretty much out of anything. Unfortunately, all of this is mostly lost in Fallen Kingdom. I walked out of this film truly disappointed at the lack of J.A. Boyana's voice, and honestly, a few good shots and a couple forced moments don't really make up for what a horrible script it was. Bryce Dallas Howard returns as Claire Dearing, and I liked her a lot less in this movie than I even did in the first one, and I didn't love her character in the first one. It just felt like such a hollow character to me, and the performance wasn't spectacular, so Chris Pratt had a couple charming moments, but really seemed to lack the energy we come to expect from him at this point. It wasn't a bad performance, it just wasn't very dynamic. I will say, the visual effects of this movie were one of its best qualities. The mix of animatronics and pretty good CGI just definitely made the dinosaurs look super good in some scenes. That was probably the whole focus of the production, but if that's what you're going to the movie for, you'll definitely enjoy Fallen Kingdom. Director of photography was Oscar Farah, and he definitely was responsible for those few good shots I mentioned earlier. The camera work in this movie was not bad at all, it just wasn't very memorable. He's worked with Boyana in Boyana's past films, and honestly, this feels like a huge step back for both of them. The movie was written by 2 of the 4 writers of Jurassic World, including the director, Colin Trevorrow. Relying solely on callbacks to the past movies and cliches to fill the gaps made this one of the most by-the-books movies I've seen in a long time. Seriously, like every character that wasn't just a cliche had to be some, like, distant relative of Jeff Goldblum or something. Not really, but you get me. Alright, another good thing, Michael Giacchino is actually killing it this weekend. I really liked the soundtrack. The movie in total was a pretty mediocre adventure, but if you just listen to the soundtrack and imagine what it could have been, seriously, the soundtrack is better than the movie that it actually enhances. So, clearly I didn't love Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, but hey, someone behind me in the theater was definitely having a blast, and you might too. For me, good-looking dinos and a good score didn't quite make up for the mediocre writing and directing. I'm gonna give Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom a 5 out of 10. Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching. Go ahead and put down in the comments what you thought of the movie, and hey, any other Jurassic Park movie. If you liked this video and you want to see more, go ahead and like and subscribe and you'll definitely see more.